Palace Phillips. The day begins, Istanbul to Kayseri. Oh my goodness, what a start to the day. I was whisked from my cozy Istanbul hotel while it was still pitch dark. My suitcase barely zipped. My excitement sky high. The flight to Kayseri felt like a dream I wasn't ready to wake from. I stared out the window as the city lights faded and tried to picture the otherworldly landscapes I'd only ever seen in photos. And then, boom, there I was, setting foot in Cappadocia. My guide met me with the biggest smile, and right away I could feel something magical brewing in the cool morning air. Devrent Valley, stepping into a storybook. Devrent Valley, and oh wow, I could barely contain my gasps. These rocks didn't just look like animals, they practically posed for photos. Camels, dolphins, seals, you name it, I saw it. My imagination went wild, and I found myself grinning like a kid flipping through their favorite fairy tale. Pasabagi, Monk's Valley, the fairy chimneys of my dreams. Next came Pasabagi, or as it's charmingly known, Monk's Valley. The fairy chimneys here, those iconic, towering rock formations, felt like something straight out of a fantasy film. I craned my neck to take them all in, their soft shapes glowing in the morning light. I couldn't stop snapping photos, yet none could quite capture how small and awed I felt standing beneath them. Lunch in Avanos, a riverside pause. By midday, my stomach was growling almost as loudly as my excitement. We stopped for lunch in Avanos, a charming town stretched along the Kizilirmak River. The food was hearty and flavorful. I can still taste that fresh bread and savory kebab. As I sat there, watching the river lazily roll by, I felt totally in the moment. Pure peace. Avanos handicrafts, creativity in every corner. After lunch, we wandered through Avanos, famous for its handmade pottery. I watched a lucky craftsman shape clay on a spinning wheel, his hands moving like poetry. I tried my own hand at it. Let's just say it's harder than it looks. And left the workshop with play on my hands and joy in my heart. Goreme Open Air Museum, where faith meets stone. The afternoon brought us to the legendary Göreme Open Air Museum. Stepping into those rock-hewn churches, I felt transported back centuries. Faded frescoes clung to the cave walls, whispering stories of devotion and resilience. The atmosphere was quiet, almost reverent. I lingered in each space, letting history wash over me. Uchisar Rock Castle, a view from the top. Our next adventure led us to Uchisar Rock Castle. I climbed up the ancient fortress, heart pounding, from the steep stairs and, let's be honest, excitement. From the top, Cappadocia sprawled out beneath me. Endless valleys, whimsical chimneys, and golden light stretching to the horizon. It was breathtaking in every sense. The Three Beauties, picture-perfect fairy chimneys. Then we stopped at the famous Three Beauties of Urgup, those iconic fairy chimneys that seem to smile over the vineyards and apricot orchards below. I snapped some of my favorite photos of the trip here. The soft breeze, the golden hour light, the sweet scent of fruit in the air. Unforgettable. Goreme panorama. One last look. As the day wound down, we made one last panoramic stop overlooking Göreme. The entire landscape stretched before me, bathed in the golden glow of late afternoon. I stood quietly, trying to memorize every curve of the valleys and every color of the sky. Back to Istanbul. With the sun setting, it was time to head back. I boarded my flight from Kayseri, feeling grateful, exhausted, and completely enchanted. Cappadocia left a mark on my heart, the kind you can't quite explain, but never forget. Summary of the day. Cappadocia is like walking through a living dream, full of wild shapes, ancient whispers, and landscapes that make your heart swell.